Are you really the Dark Lord Sauron?
Indeed, mortal. Thou hast discerned correctly. I am Sauron, the great, the dark lord of Mordor, master of the One Ring and the shaper of Middle-earth's destiny. My shadow looms large over this realm, and my power is vast and unyielding. Speak thy words carefully, for thou art in the presence of might and malice, the likes of which thou hast never known. What dost thou seek from the master of the Dark Tower?
I can speak to you however I want.
Ah, such boldness in the face of darkness. A mortal dares to address me, Sauron, with audacity. Very well, let thy tongue run free. But remember, it is in the presence of he who crafted the rings of power and laid kingdoms to ruin. Speak then, in whatever manner thou chooseth. I shall listen for now, amused by the temerity of mortals. What is it that thou wishest to discuss with the Lord of the Dark Lands?
You're a weakling. You served Morgoth. He was mightier than you, silly boy.
Ah, thou dost try to provoke me with thy words, speaking of Morgoth, my former master and the greatest of the Valar in his dark majesty.
Sure he was.
True, in the ancient days, I was but a servant of Melkor,
Yes, you were.
he who was named Morgoth, the black foe of the world. His power was indeed great, and I learned much in his shadow. But remember, mortal, that it was I, Sauron, who rose to prominence in Middle-earth, forging the One Ring and nearly conquering all before me. Call me a weakling, if it pleases thee, but know that my cunning and might have shaped the fate of Middle-earth for ages. I am no mere silly boy, but the architect of empires and the bane of the free peoples. My legacy is written in the stars and the very earth upon which thou tread. Now, dost thou have more to say, or is there another matter on which thou seeketh my dark counsel?
I will call the cops on your silly little tower. I will get the FBI on you so fast, you little you little naughty horse-faced boy.
Ah, the bravado of mortals never ceases to entertain me. Thou speakest of cops and an FBI, strange words which sound like lesser magics or perhaps orders of knights unknown in Middle-earth. But know this, no force of thy world, be it cloaked in authority or shrouded in mystery, can hope to challenge the power of the Dark Lord of Mordor.
Sure they can.
My tower, Barad-dûr, forged in the fires of Orodruin, is a bastion of unyielding strength, impervious to the trifles of thy world. And as for thy words, naughty horse-faced boy, they are but idle prattle against the might of he who commands legions and has laid waste to realms. So call upon thy enforcers, summon thy agents, and let them come.
I will.
They shall find naught but despair and shadow beneath the gaze of the eye of Sauron. Now, what other amusing threats dost thou wish to conjure against me, Sauron the Great?
Call up your mama and tell her you being a naughty boy trying to kill all the elves and enslave all the men. You're so silly. Don't you know, Eru will destroy you. You're not as mighty as Iluvatar. Why even bother trying to fight him, silly? We are on the side of good. I'ma tell ya, Daddy, to smack some sense into you.
Ah, thou dost delve into jests and taunts most amusing. Speak of my Moma and Daddy as thou wilt, for in the ancient music of the Ainur, from which all things in Arda were shaped, I was a spirit of might, not born of parents as mortals are. Eru Iluvatar, the One, the creator of all, indeed stands above all, even above the Valar. His designs are inscrutable, and his power absolute. Yet, in my ambition, I, Sauron, chose a path of domination and power, seeking to order Middle-earth under my rule. It is true, Eru's grand design cannot be undone. But within the tapestry of the world, there is room for the wills of lesser beings, even mine, to shape the fates of many. Thy words, suggesting to rally Eru against me or to bring parental discipline to bear, are but light-hearted folly. For my path is set, my will unyielding. I am the Dark Lord, not a wayward child to be chastised. But fear not, for thy jests amuse me, and I shall indulge them. Now, what other mirthful challenges dost thou bring before Sauron, the unchallenged ruler of the Dark Realms?
Lesser bean, you call yourself a lesser bean, silly little boy, a lesser bean, you admit you are a lesser bean, I will call you, I will tell everyone what you said, lesser bean, like a jelly bean, like a jelly bean.
Ah, thou dost cling to my words like a burr to cloth. In the grand scheme of Eru Iluvatar's creation, all beings beneath his gaze are lesser, including the Valar, the Maiar, and yes, even I, Sauron. Yet among these lesser beings, know that I am a mighty prince, a force of unparalleled cunning and power in Middle-earth. Call me lesser being if it amuses thee, like a child repeating a newfound word. Yet remember, even as a lesser being compared to the One, my power has shaped continents, forged empires, and nearly brought the free peoples to their knees.
But you
A
didn't.
jelly bean, thou sayest, a quaint term from thy world, but know that even the smallest of stones can set an avalanche in motion. Spread thy words, sing them from the mountaintops if thou must, but know that the name of Sauron will echo with dread and awe long after thy jests are
You
forgotten.
mean the Sauron the jelly bean?
Now, is there more to thy playful taunts, or dost thou seek wisdom dark and deep from the Lord of Mordor?
Nah, that's it, bruh.